Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. So yesterday we have seen the advantages and the disadvantages of cloud computing. I hope you are more familiar with this now. So whenever you select a cloud provider, you have to see all the disadvantages, and then we have to select a better cloud provider. So that is the reason, we go with cloud providers like Amazon, Microsoft, Google. These are like, the top cloud providers available. Instead of going with a local cloud provider, it's better you go with a cloud provider which is more settled in this particular field. Okay. Yeah, Mani Swami, I can see you're raising your hand. Any question here?
No, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, fine. So I can see some new joinings here. So this is not the first class. Actually, we have already completed some classes. We have already seen some basic classes. So if you want to go through all these classes, you have to go through the recorded sessions that are available on YouTube. We are still in very basics, but still we have completed some classes here. Okay. Now, let us go to the new topic now. Now, what you see here are some layers actually. Like there is a networking layer, storage, server, virtualization, operating system, middleware, runtime, data, applications. We have many layers. We will go through networking, storage, servers, and virtualizations in more details in coming classes, as well as we will go with the operating systems in more details. There is nothing much about the middleware, runtime, and the other things here actually. So we will go through all the things in more details in coming classes. Now, suppose imagine if your computer network is on premise, if your data center is on premise, if it is located at your location. Remember, there are two types of networks we can make. There are two types of data centers we can make. One is a physical data center, one is a virtual data center. Physical data center is at our location, right? For last 30, 40, 50 years, we are using the physical networks only. I'll show you again how the physical network looks. Physical data center is located at our location. This is our physical data center, right? All the routers, switches, servers, firewalls, each and every device is available at our location. And we need to make connections, we need to configure each and every device. So all these things comes under networking. So this networking layer is one of the main layer we have in our computer networks. All the devices should be connected, the cabling should be done, the communication should be established, the IP addresses should be assigned, each and everything we have to do. And how we will do all these things, we will see this in coming classes actually. What are the devices available and which device should be connected to which device, what sort of cables we use. This is the knowledge we must have. Okay. Okay, then there is something called storage. What is there in storage? Storage is a place where we keep our data. Like, hard disk is a storage. CD or DVD is a storage. Okay, pen drive is a storage. So these are the places, these are the devices where we can keep our data. But in a computer network, beside hard disk, there is a separate device. Where is our hard disk? Hard disk is connected within a server. Hard disk is connected within a router. Hard disk is connected within a computer or a laptop. But storage is a separate device. Storage is a separate and special device where there are many hard disks connected. Let me just show you one storage also for your easy identification or easy learning in a way. Yeah, this is one storage actually. This is a separate device. This is called storage device. There are different types of storages available, and you can see clearly there are many hard disks connected in one device. How many hard disks we can connect in a computer or a laptop? In laptop, only one, that is internally. From externally, we can connect some more hard disks, but internally it is only one. In a desktop machine, we can go with 4 hard disks. Again, externally, we can go with like some hard disks. So totally, let's say 6 to 7 hard disks. But in this storage, how many hard disks you can see here? There are some tens or maybe some hundreds of hard disks connected to the storage device. So storage is a place where all the users and all the servers data will be there. We are not keeping much information in server. We are not keeping much data in server. Actually, data will be presented in a separate device called storage. Yeah, Solomon, any question? I can see you're raising your hand. Okay, fine. No questions. So fine. Okay, so there is our storage. Then coming to the servers, we know what are the servers here. We have already seen more about servers, and we will see many more things about servers in coming classes. So these are the different layers: networking, storage, servers, virtualization, operating system. Okay, middleware, runtime. All these are the different layers available. Now there is a question here like hard disk is there in server or not? See, if there is no hard disk available, we cannot install a operating system. This is as simple as this. So of course, hard disk will be available in a server. What I'm trying to show you here is hard disk is available in a server, but we are not saving any data in server hard disk. It will be only used for installation of operating system. So that server will be connected to a storage device. So whenever a user is saving data, the user is saving data in their storage device. And storage device can have hundreds and thousands of TB of hard disk. Thousands of TB. How much TB you have in your laptop or a desktop? 1 TB or maybe 2 TB. But I'm saying 500 TB can be there. Even 5000 TB can be there in a storage. Okay. So these are the layers we have in our data center. So starting from the networking layer up to the application layer. Now listen, if you go with a physical data center, if you go with a local data center, you're not going with the cloud provider now. You're going with the local data center, the old traditional data center. You know what is your responsibility now? From networking, storage, servers till applications, everything comes under you. You're the person who should manage and maintain and configure and troubleshoot each and everything from networking layer till the application layer. Got it? So there will be many teams actually. There is a separate team for networking. There is a separate team for storage. There is a separate team for servers. It can be Windows servers or Linux servers. There is a separate team for virtualization and applications, operating systems. For each and everything, there is a separate and dedicated team. So now you can imagine how much money a company have to spend, and how many people are coming and working together. So there is more maintenance work and there is more, physical work in networking. There is more physical work and there is more configuration in servers and virtualization. So this is our old traditional way of making a computer network. Done. Okay, there is one more question here like, is low storage hard disk? Of course it is available. We can get a hard disk like 120 GB hard disk also possible in a server, and we can have some hundreds and thousands of TB. We just need a hard disk to install the operating system. 120 GB hard disk is more than enough. When we create a server in our cloud, we will create a server with only 8 GB hard disk. 8 GB hard disk is more than enough to install a Linux operating system. Okay, now moving on. So this is the old traditional way, like I said you. But if you move to the cloud providers, what changes we have to see in these layers? How much is under our control and how much is under the control of cloud provider? As of now, what you see here, each and every layer I have marked in the green color. That means each and every layer is under our control. We are the administrator of that particular company. So each and everything is under our control. Now, if you go with the cloud provider, there are certain models we have. There are certain models we need to see. There is something called IaaS, infrastructure as a service. There is something called PaaS, platform as a service. Then there is something called software as a service. These are the three layers we need to understand: infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. These are the three cloud computing service models. So let us see what are the three cloud computing service models. If you go with this IaaS, infrastructure as a service. If you go with this infrastructure as a service model, you know what happens in infrastructure as a service model? Now, this is the best representation of infrastructure as a service. What you see in blue color is under the control of cloud provider, and what you see in the green color is under the control of the administrator, that is you and me. Blue color is under the cloud provider, the green color is under us. Remember the previous slide, everything is green, that means everything is under our control. We need to manage everything, we need to configure everything, we need to troubleshoot everything, we need to connect everything. Each and everything is done by the administrator. But once you go with the cloud computing, and in cloud computing, if you go with this infrastructure as a service model, then you know what happens in this infrastructure. What is the meaning of infrastructure? Infrastructure means the physical components. So if you go with this infrastructure as a service model, then the cloud provider will take care of networking, storage, servers, and virtualizations. This is a big thing, right? I repeat, the cloud provider will take care of networking, storage, servers, and virtualization. This will be under the cloud providers. We are not aware of the networking model. We don't know what storage they are using. There are different companies we have in storage. We don't know what physical servers they are using. Maybe they are using IBM servers or HP servers or Dell servers or Lenovo servers or Cisco servers, whichever. There is a virtualization. We don't need to worry what virtualization they are using. Again, remember I told you virtualization is a very big concept that we need to understand, and it may take like couple of classes for us to see what is virtualization. Anyhow, each and everything is under, each and everything in the sense networking, storage, servers, and virtualization. This is under the control of cloud provider. Now what we have to do, we have to select our operating system. It can be Microsoft Windows operating system or it can be Linux operating system. In Microsoft Windows operating system, it can be Windows Server 2016 or 19 or 22. In Linux, it can be Red Hat Linux, it can be Ubuntu, it can be Fedora, it can be Kali, it can be Debian, or it can be like Amazon Linux. So we have all these different types of Linux operating systems. So those Linux operating systems we have to select. Okay, so operating system is under our control. Middleware is actually a software that is there between an operating system and an application. That is a middleware. Runtime means the time that is taken by a command to execute. Data is data and application is application. So all these things are under our control. Okay, so now voice is okay. Thank you, Narendra. Anyhow, this is what the IaaS will offer us. This is a cloud service model, cloud computing service model. So if you go with this cloud computing service model, then you know what happens? Networking, storage, servers, and virtualization will be taken care by them, will be under the control of the administrator, the cloud administrator, and we need to manage our operating systems middleware up to application. So this is your shared responsibility. Some responsibility is shared by the by the cloud provider, and some responsibility is shared by us. I hope it is clear. I'll give a very basic example before you think a bit more about this. When you try to get some food, there are some ways in which you can get your food. One is you can cook everything in your home. The other one is you can simply order food from any restaurant, right? So if you have to cook food in your home, everything belongs to you. Each and everything, like what you add in a food, like vegetables, or maybe like some salt, or maybe some whatever you add in a food to make a food, everything belongs to you. But when you order food from restaurant, everything belongs to them. Maybe you're using one company oil here, maybe they're using some other company oil there, maybe you're using some company salt here, maybe they're using some other company salt. So everything is under you when you're cooking your food, and when you order food there, everything is under them. So this is like a model. Actually, this is like a service model. You can just relate this example to our cloud providers. Okay, so infrastructure as a service means something is under our control and some things are under their control. So networking, storage, servers and virtualization are under the control of the cloud provider. Operating system till application is under the control of the administrator, that is you and me. Green color is under us and blue color is under the cloud provider. Okay, I got a question from Abhishek, like what is virtualization? Virtualization is a very big topic we need to understand, Abhishek. We'll see in coming classes, but as of now, I'll give you a very basic example. Virtualization means, okay, I'll ask you one question. Let us make this a bit more interesting. Can any one of you tell me, please, how many operating systems you can run on a single computer at once? You can take example of your laptop or a desktop. So my question is, how many operating systems you can run at once on your laptop or desktop? Only one operating system, exactly. Only one operating system we can run at the same time on our laptop or a desktop. Only one. And it is same with your server also. In server also we can run only one operating system at the same time. Once you switch on a server, you cannot run Windows Server operating system as well as Linux operating system at the same time. So right now you can see my screen and I'm using Windows 10 operating system. Can you see any other operating system running there? No, we cannot see any other operating system running there. I can install two operating systems in my laptop or desktop like Windows 10 as well as Linux. But how many I can run at the same time? How many I can use at the same time? I can use only one at the same time. You know what virtualization will do here is, virtualization will allow us to install many operating systems on a single hardware, and it will allow us to run all the operating systems at the same time. Now this is a big thing what I have said here, but as I said, you don't worry, we will see this in more details. We have to learn this very well. Let me just write here, we can run only one OS in a machine. I'm saying machine here. When I say machine, I'm referring to laptop, desktop, and service. We can run only one OS in a machine at a time. But with virtualization, we can install and run multiple operating systems on a single hardware at same time. This is virtualization, Abhishek. So we can take one server, like for example, we can take one server and we can run, let us say, 100 operating systems. So instead of taking 100 servers for 100 operating systems, we can simply take one server, and in that one server we can install 100 operating system. This is your virtualization. Okay, what is install, what is create? There are some technical terminologies, Narendra. We will see those things, but as of now, I hope the virtualization is clear here. Okay. So this virtualization is also under the control of your cloud provider. Okay, fine. Now there is one more model here. This is IaaS. Actually, this is a model we will be using in majority of cases. We'll be selecting our operating system. We will be selecting our applications. Majority of cases, you will be using this IaaS. Amazon Web Services is more famous for this IaaS, infrastructure as a service. They will provide the infrastructure, they will maintain the infrastructure, and they will say, use your operating system and run your operating system. So you know what these people will do? On one server, on one physical server, they will allow multiple people to run their operating systems. On one physical server, they will allow multiple people to run their operating systems. So imagine now we are like around 9 to 10 people here. Every person can connect to the Amazon data center. Every person can connect to the same server, and every person can run a different operating system there. We all are connecting to one physical server, and we all are running different operating systems. How that is possible? That is possible because of this virtualization. So they are running this virtualization there. So because of this virtualization, we have this option. Because of this virtualization, we can run all the operating systems at the same time. Exactly, Suleiman. They are using hypervisors. But what is hypervisor and how many types of hypervisors are there, and which hypervisor the cloud compute, the Amazon people are using? These are the things we will see in coming classes. The virtualization software is called hypervisor. There are different types of hypervisors available, like ESXi hypervisor, Citrix hypervisor, Hyper-V. There are many hypervisors available. So we will see all these things in more details, and then we will see which hypervisor is used by the AWS people. Done. So this is your infrastructure as a service. Now, platform as a service, platform. Infrastructure, this is platform. Always remember one thing, friends. Whenever there is a topic you're learning in networking, I'm not saying only cloud computing, I'm talking about whatever courses you do in networking. The name of the topic is very important. You know, the name is written in a normal English. It's not a technical language, it is just a normal language. You know what is the meaning of infrastructure, you know what is the meaning of platform. So you know what happens in platform as a service? This is what happens in platform as a service. Networking, storage, servers, virtualization, operating system, middleware, runtime, everything is under control of the cloud provider. Everything is under control of cloud provider. We are responsible only for data and applications. That's it. So who are the people who will use this platform as a service? Platform as a service is used by the developers. You know, they need to run some applications, they need to test some applications, they need to develop some applications. So they are not worried about they should not be worried about the networking or servers or operating systems. They just need to run some applications and they just need to test. So these people, they will use the platform as a service. Got it? So the applications people, the software developers, or people who are running applications, or people who are testing applications, these people will go with this platform as a service. Remember, we took the example like you can cook everything in your home or you can go to the restaurant. Now there is one more option available, friends, and that is you need no need to go to a restaurant to have your lunch or dinner, or no need to cook everything in your home. What you can do here is you can hire a chef there. A person can come to your house and they can cook for you. So that person is responsible only for cooking. Your responsibility is to provide everything to them. Provide a stove, the gas connection you should provide some, you know, vessels to cook food, and provide all the things that are needed to cook food. So they will come and they will cook food for you. So that person responsibility is only cooking, from, you know, vegetables till to like, you know, bread, and from like, you know, oil and salt, and everything is provided by you. They are coming and they are only cooking. So in platform as a service, the same thing will happen actually. Everything is provided by them, and what we do, we just use our applications, we just run our applications. So there is a huge difference there. Infrastructure as a service, till virtualization, it is everything under their control, but from operating system, we have to select the operating system and we have to select all the other things. But here, the operating system, we are not selecting anything here. We are simply selecting our application and we are running our application. That's it, friends. This is called platform as a service. This is the second model we have. This is second way in which we can use our cloud services. Third one is software as a service. Software as a service. You can see there are some examples here. Like there is an example I have written like GoToMeeting. So right now we are connected to this class through GoToMeeting here only, right? GoToMeeting is the software we are using. Now tell me, how many of us are related to GoToMeeting in any way? Related in the sense, are we developing anything in GoToMeeting software? Are we making some changes in GoToMeeting software? Or are we updating the hardware? GoToMeeting application is running on some hardware, right? Somewhere in some other company it is running. So are we updating anything there? No, we are simply using. So when you go with this software as a service, what you do, networking, storage, servers, virtualization, up to application, everything is under the control of cloud provider. Like for example, you're saying you need a website for your company and you don't have any idea. How many people know how to make a website or how to host a website? Maybe like 1% people all over the globe, or maybe less than 1% people in a way, right? So what you do to run your business, you need a website. So you go to some XYZ company and you say, this is the website I need, this is the content I need in my website, and this is my address, these are the information I need to upload in that particular website. So what that company will do, they will say, okay, we will host a website for you and we will run a website for you. You just need to pay this much money every month or every year. So that sort of service is called software as a service. As a customer, you're not, managing anything. You're not configuring anything. Everything is done by the third party, that is a cloud provider. And like I said, this this GoToMeeting is the best example. You're just using the application here. Google Drives, Gmail services. You're just using those applications there, right? You're not making any changes. Whatever options are available, those options we can use it. Like in this GoToMeeting, there is the option of chat box. There is the option where we can talk over the microphone, or there is the option where we can see the faces using the webcam and all those things. So whatever options they are providing, these are the options we have to use. Got it, friends? So these are the three models we have. I repeat again. Infrastructure as a model. The network, storage, servers, and virtualization is under the control of cloud provider. The green part is under our control. So this is what we will be learning in majority of cases. Most of the topics are related to this infrastructure as a model. Okay. Then we have platform as a service. In platform as a service, what is it? This is majorly used by the web developers or the programmers who are testing their programs or who are running their programs. So they are using this platform as a service. So most of the things are under the control of cloud provider. We can just run our data and we can run our applications. That's it. And in software as a service, nothing is under our control. We are just asking a third party to run a particular application for us, to run a particular website for us. Like, take the example again of restaurant. This is software as a service. What we do in this software as a service? Do we take anything to the restaurant? No, we just go there and we order some food. They will bring the food, we eat and we pay money. That's it, right? So that is your software as a service. Everything is under the control of the cloud provider. We are simply running our applications here. So most of the websites, what you see all over the globe, they are running as software as a service. Done, friends. These are the three models we have. Now, deployment model. What are these three deployment models we have? So before we go to this deployment model, I'll just wait for like a couple of minutes here, or maybe like 30 seconds, more than enough. If you have any doubts from this IAS or PaaS, PaaS or SaaS, that is software as a service. So I'll just wait for like 30 seconds. If you have any doubts, we will see. Then we can move into this cloud computing deployment models. Okay, fine. And before I move, I'm just, I just want to say something to Mani Swami. My friend Mani, this is not the first class actually. You're the only one who came today. All the other people are coming from the first day. So it is more easy for them to understand the classes. But if you want to continue in this session, you have to do one thing. You have to go to the DurgaSoft channel, and there all the classes are uploaded. Whatever classes we have conducted, again, everything is basics. So whatever basic classes we have completed, everything is available there. Today is the last class which will be uploaded on YouTube. But from tomorrow, the classes will not be uploaded on YouTube. From tomorrow, the classes will be shared with you directly. So today is the last session, last demo session or last basic session about cloud computing, which will be uploaded on the YouTube channel. Okay, Srinivas. Yeah, I'll share the notes with you, Suleiman, later. I'll share some documents. Yesterday, I got a message from one of our friends, that is Vinay. Remember, I shared the mail ID with you. So if you can share, if you can ping me on that mail ID, I'll share all the documents that are related for you to refer and to learn more about this technology. Again, I'll share my mail ID. I'm sharing the mail ID in the chat box. So kindly ping me on this mail ID so that I can share I can share that particular document with you. Okay, fine. So let us move and let us see the cloud computing deployment model. Deployment means where we can configure this, where we can keep our cloud servers and all those things. So these are the three models we have, majorly three actually. We have like some more models, but these are the major three models we have, like public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. Remember, half an hour before I told you one thing. Whenever you learn a particular topic in any course that is related to computers, or let us say networking, I can say the name of the topic is very main. The name of the topic defines about your topic actually. Okay, so there is something called public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. So what is this public cloud? Public cloud means Amazon is a public cloud. Here we can see company A, company B, company C, company D. All these different companies are connected to this public cloud, and they can run their servers on that particular cloud. That is called public. It is open for all. For example, I'll use a mail ID here. Suppose the mail ID I'm using here is, let us say, money@gmail.com. So where Money has created his mail ID, Money has created his mail ID in Gmail server. Gmail server, can I create a mail ID with my name, let's say Shakeel@gmail.com? Of course I can do. Can any other person, let us say Ashish@gmail.com, can he create a mail ID in this Gmail server? Of course he can do, right? Because this Gmail server is a public server. It is for all. A person sitting in Brazil, a person sitting somewhere in Alaska, person sitting somewhere in Europe or somewhere in Africa, somewhere in India, somewhere in Australia, he can connect to this mail server and he can create your mail ID. He can create your mail ID. Where he can create in Gmail server. Gmail is a public mail server. Public mail server. So he can easily create the mail ID. Now, there is one more mail ID I'm creating. Let us say money at the rate wipro.com. Now tell me, money mail ID is there under wipro.com. Now, can I create a mail ID in wipro.com, or can Ashish create a mail ID in wipro.com, or any other person can create a mail ID in wipro.com? No, because this wipro.com is a company, and people who are working in that company have the option of creating the mail ID in that particular mail server. Any XYZ person cannot create a mail ID there. This is for that company only. People who are working in Wipro, people who are working in a company like IBM. Let us say Ashish@IBM.com. So Ashish can create his mail ID in IBM mail server because he's working in IBM. Got it? So Gmail is public and this Wipro is a private. Yahoo Mail is a public and IBM.com is a private. This is the difference between a public and private. So in this case, when you say public cloud providers, I'm talking about, let us say, AWS or Microsoft or Google. What these people will do, these are public cloud providers. They are saying this can be provided to each and every person. Each and every company can use our data centers and they can run their applications there. They can run their servers there. So this is your public cloud provider. So I have taken 4 companies here, but maybe like 4 million companies are connected to them. Who knows? This is your public cloud. So company A can connect, they can run 100 servers. Company B can connect, they can run 300 servers. Company C can connect, they can run 500 servers. And company D is a big company, maybe they are running 3000 servers. So like this, a cloud provider will work. Got it? Now, second one is a private cloud. What is the meaning of private cloud? Now, I'm not saying companies here, right? When I say company A, company B, I'm talking about different companies. Like say one company is a hospital, another company is suppose a supermarket, another company is suppose a software company, another company is some XYZ company. So that is, those are different companies. But now I'm saying private cloud and I have written clearly branch A, branch B, branch C and branch D. So when I say branch, I'm talking about one company which has branches in different locations. You can think of many companies that have branches in multiple locations. Okay, the best example is, let us say, Amazon. How many branches they have? They have a branch in Hyderabad. Hyderabad, you know, people are joining from other countries. There is one of the big city in India, so they have a branch in Hyderabad. They have a branch in Mumbai. They have a branch somewhere in Bangalore. Coming to Microsoft, they have branches in multiple cities within India, and they have branches in multiple countries, actually multiple continents also. Okay, so what these people can do here is, okay, I'll give a very simple example. You know, one of the big bank we have in Hyderabad is SBI, State Bank of India. People who are from India, they know this bank very well, right? This is one of the biggest biggest bank we have. uh, okay, this is the number, man. Within like Hyderabad city, how many branches they have? Can you see here? State Bank of India has 444 branches in Hyderabad district of Telangana. So within this Hyderabad region, how many branches? 444 branches. That is a big number, right? You know, overall they have more than 25,000 branches, but within a city like Hyderabad, they have more than 400 branches. So what these people can do here is, see, when I say branch here, when I say computer, whenever I say branch, I'm talking about a computer network actually. Wait a second, please. So whenever I say branch, I'm talking about a computer network. So in branch A, there are some servers, there are some routers, there are some switches, there are some firewalls. In branch B, again servers, routers, switches. Branch C, again servers. Branch D, again servers. So totally how many branches are there? 444 branches are there, and in every branch there are different servers. There are different physical machines. So this infrastructure is a huge infrastructure. Company have to spend, or this particular bank have to spend, you know, lots and lots of money. So what these people will do here is, instead of maintaining a network in each and every branch, they will take a location, a centralized location somewhere where there is good internet connectivity, all those things. They will take that location, and in that location they will maintain a data center, and in the data center all the servers are running. So from branch A, these people, let us name the data center as Central Hyderabad. I'm just giving an easy name, Central Hyderabad. Branch A is there in South Hyderabad. So South Hyderabad people will connect to the Central Hyderabad. Branch B is here in North Hyderabad. So North Hyderabad people will connect to the Central Hyderabad. That means Central Hyderabad is a place where the data center is located, the private cloud is located, and all the 400 branches will connect to this private cloud, and they are accessing their services there. So this is only for your company. This is your private cloud. This is only for SBI. Can I keep my servers on this private cloud? No, I don't have any permission. This is only for that private people. Got it? This is called private cloud. Public cloud is for everyone. Any person can connect to the public cloud and any person can run servers here. Private cloud is only for the one company. How many branches are there? How many servers are there? It doesn't matter. If there are 400 branches, then the server will be, the data center will be huge. Okay, so instead of keeping servers in all the branches, maintaining them, it's a very, very big job. More money they have to spend, more maintenance work will be there. So what these people can do, they can go with a private cloud, and in this private cloud they can simply run all the services at one place, and people from different branches can connect to that particular private cloud and they can access those services. Done, friends? I hope it is clear. And there is one more cloud here that is called hybrid cloud. Name says everything. Again, hybrid means, you know, some services we can run in public and some services are running in private. Private cloud is our own data center. Private cloud is our own data center. Srinivas, I have already pinged the mail ID. Let me just add again. I can't see the mail ID. Okay, sorry. I have, by mistake, I have pinged only with the organizers actually. Wait a second. I'll just say copy entire audience. Okay, fine. Now I hope you can see my mail ID. Okay, coming back to this public and private cloud, is private cloud is the local data center. Okay. And coming to hybrid, like I said, if some services are running on cloud and some services are running within our company. This is your hybrid cloud. So most of the companies, they are working either in these three. Some companies, you know, remember I told you it is not easy for any company to move all the services to the cloud within a day. It's a big process. Migration is always a big process. Is it easy for us just to migrate from a city like Delhi to Chennai within one day? No, like there is like a lot of planning there. There is a lot of implementations we have to do. Okay. Okay, there is a question here like AWS has allocated a separate region for its US government. Is it private cloud or having own data centers? The cloud is not under the control of US government. Amazon people are controlling that, but they have dedicated that. You know, in our AWS, we can take dedicated servers. What we can do? We can take dedicated servers. We also can take dedicated servers, not only US government. So that is again a public cloud. Exactly. There is a concept called snowball. By using that snowball, we can migrate to cloud. Got it, friends? So this is the way the cloud is working, whether it is public cloud or private cloud, everything is working. Public cloud is under the cloud provider, that is Amazon or Microsoft or Google or whatever, and private cloud is under our control. Actually, in private cloud, we do virtualization. So again, when we go with the virtualization, the private cloud will be much more clear actually. Private cloud is a virtualization setup like hypervisors. That is what I got today, the question. So hypervisors will be used in the private clouds and we can run all the services at one location. VPC is private cloud in the public cloud. Yeah, so I'm not confusing here by using many terminologies here. So when we go to VPC, there we can see, but as of now, just try to learn private cloud differently and public cloud differently. What is a real-time example of hybrid cloud? Real-time example will be like, suppose you're working in a company, Abhishek, now, and in your company, you have 70 servers. So if these 70 servers are located at your location, that means that is on-premise data center, right? But suppose you want to upgrade your servers now. So if you want to upgrade your servers, you have to spend a lot of money. So what company has decided now, instead of upgrading all the servers, we can simply go with the cloud. So what you're doing now, you're slowly moving your clouds. You're slowly moving your servers from your private cloud to the public cloud. So 70 servers are running at your location. That means that is your on-premise data center. That is your network. That's it. That is your local data center. But out of 70 servers, if you move one service to the cloud, now it become hybrid from your local area network to one over the public cloud. So now it is hybrid. So till the time you move all the 70 servers, it will become hybrid. But once you move all the 70 services or 70 servers over the cloud, then you are using a public cloud. That is called hybrid. That is the example actually. So hybrid means companies use own data centers and cloud also. Exactly, that is hybrid. Some services, see, again talk about money. Take the example of money. Are we keeping everything in the bank? No, we have some money with us, maybe somewhere in a locker room in our home, or maybe somewhere in a pocket, or some money is there in the bank, isn't it? So that is again example of hybrid cloud. Some money is there with us and some money is there over in a bank. Done, friends. These are the types of cloud. Three types of clouds. There is one more cloud actually that is called community cloud. You know what we do in this community cloud? One more question is there. VPC is an example of private cloud. VPC full form is virtual private cloud. VPC it's a very technical thing actually. That's the reason I'm not touching there. Let us say this. AWS. Now tell me, Amazon, is it public or private? Amazon Web Services, is it a public cloud or is it a private cloud? Anyone please? AWS, it is public, right? It is public. AWS is public. Now, if it is public, can any person access our servers there? No, any person cannot access our server, right? Who can access? People who have permissions, like people who have the IP address, the username and the passwords, they can access this. So what we do in this public cloud here is we will keep our VPC. So this is called virtual private cloud. This is only virtual. This is not physical. This is only virtual. Now, when I say public cloud and private cloud here, I'm talking about physical networks. This is private cloud. That means I'm talking about the physical network here. All the physical servers, routers, switches, virtualization, everything is under our control. So this is our network, our company's network. So this is again a private, and I'm talking about all the physical devices also. But when you say VPC, VPC is virtual. That means the routers, the switches, the servers, the data center, it is not under our control. This is not under our control. We just have to create a virtual server over that public cloud. I hope this is clear. AWS is a public cloud. Okay, I'll give one more example. Gmail is a public mail server, right? Now when I say Gmail is a public mail server, and when I say money@gmail.com, tell me, money mail ID, is it public or is it private? Can we access money mail ID? Can we access money's mailbox? No, we don't have any permission to access. Who can access? Only money can access. So this is private for money. So money is using a private mail ID over a public platform. Got it? Money@gmail.com is private mail ID for money. But where exactly he is created that mail ID? Money has created a mail ID over a public platform, that is your gmail.com. Same thing here. VPC is our virtual private cloud, but where is this virtual private cloud created? It is created over a public platform. It is created over a public platform. But if you go with a public cloud, data centers are under our control. So on this data center, what we do, we create servers and we run applications. So this is your, sorry, this is your private cloud. So what is private cloud? In private cloud, data centers are under our control. Remember, we took the example of SBI. SBI in Hyderabad have totally 444 branches. Okay. SBI have totally 444 branches. So we have created one data center in central Hyderabad. So when I say data center in central Hyderabad, I'm talking about the data center here, right? That is a physical network. So this is my private cloud. So on this private cloud, I'm running services. Exactly. I'm not entering into VPC. VPC is a different topic. It will take like some more than a week actually for us to complete. Okay, so we are not talking about VPC. VPC comes under cloud. We are talking about a cloud. Public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud. And the last one, like I said, was the community cloud. So what is this community cloud? Community means like, same minded people, or like, same business people can come together and they can make a cloud for themselves. For example, banks. You know what these banks people can do? Let's say SBI people. I'm just giving example here. ICICI, HDFC. These three are banks, right? So what these people can do, they can come together and they can say, let us make a data center for ourselves, because SBI, ICICI, HDFC, they will run some banking applications, so they need similar servers. So they can say, why should I spend that much money? SBI can say, why should I spend that much money? HDFC can say, why should I spend that much money? Let us come together and let us uh, put some money and let us make a data center. On the data center, SBI people can run their applications, ICICI people can run their application, HDFC people can run that. That is something like a community cloud. That is still a cloud available. But majorly, you need to understand the differences between public cloud and private cloud. Public cloud is for the Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure. This is public. Anyone can use this public cloud. Okay. Private cloud means your company's cloud that you have created. Like SB have created a data center, and in the data center, they are running their services. No other person can run the services. That is called private cloud. Okay, friends. So these are the things we need to understand. The differences between cloud service models and the deployment model. Deploy means where we can keep this. Actually, deployment means where we can keep these data centers. Are they under our control or are they control of some other company? Tomorrow, that is Friday, right? Yeah, tomorrow is Friday, so we have class tomorrow. And tomorrow we will see the AWS infrastructure, the global infrastructure we will see, and we will see how they are maintaining the global infrastructure and what exactly they are maintaining the global infrastructure. So with this, we can finish the basics that we need to cover for cloud. and then we can enter into the services like VPCs and EC2s and all those things. But remember, I told you before we enter into any service, there are certain basic things we need to see. So all these things I will cover. Okay, so by tomorrow, hopefully we can finish our cloud computing basics. So this class is also available. This class will be uploaded on YouTube. I'm not sure about tomorrow actually. Maybe tomorrow they will change the link, or maybe they will allow one more class for you. I don't have any idea about it. But this is the last class. Maybe this is the last class, last demo class for you actually. So if you wanna continue, like, you have to follow some process. They have already shared all the details with you. I know many of you have already paid the fees and everything. So, but still, people who have joined today or people who joined yesterday, maybe they can just go through all the videos. And if you feel comfortable, if you're like trying to, if you're able to understand what I'm trying to explain, so then you can follow with the procedure and you can take the permanent link. And with that link, you can join each and every class. Okay, friends. So that's it for today from me. And tomorrow, like I said, we will go with the cloud. We'll go with the AWS infrastructure. Again, the voice is breaking, man. There is one more question here, like IP address and network basics you can cover before starting the cloud. That is what I will start from Monday actually. IP addressing and networking basics. I'm not sure how a person can learn cloud computing without learning the networking basics and IP addressing. That is literally not possible. IP addressing is one of the topic where you should get in-depth knowledge. There are certain things where you, if you get some basic knowledge, that is more than enough. But IP addressing, if you know the basics, that is not at all enough. For your life, you will be confused actually. Forever you will be confused. You will be like, you'll be feeling, what is this number? Why I'm using 170 to 60 number? Why I'm using 190 to 168 number? Why this number? Why that number? Everywhere there is number, whether it is public cloud, private cloud, local data center, internet, anything. Without IP address, communication is not possible, right? So IP, I will take personal interest in IP because, you know, I have gone through networking till expert level. I have done till CCI. So I know how important is IP addressing for us to understand, so that we can understand the other technologies. I'm saying this for last 12 years, actually 10, 12 years. Okay, so don't worry about IPs and all those things. We will see more details. Okay, so that's it, friends. That's it for today. I'll be here for like 30 more seconds. If you have any other questions, any doubts, hopefully we can see those things, or else we can stop the session for today. And special mention to Mani and Ashish. Ashish, you came yesterday, and Mani, you came today. So if you wanna continue, like I said, there are classes available over the internet or the YouTube channel. You can just go through the YouTube channel and you can go through all the videos. Let me just share the link here. Wait a second. Or I think you got an email, right? You already got a mail, I guess. Yeah, you will receive an email where all the details will be written actually. Wait a second, please. Yeah. Can you see here? This is our yesterday's class, and you can just go through this class and you can revise all the videos there. So just go to YouTube DURGASOFT channel. Okay, they will share the link and everything, so no need to worry about those things. They will share the link and you can go through all these things. We'll see, Narendra. I have already shared the curriculum there. So ports and the port numbers and all these things we need to see. That's the reason I'm saying before we learn the basics that we need to learn, we cannot enter into the cloud concept. So all these things we will cover next week. Okay, friends. So that's it for today. Thanks again for joining. See you tomorrow with a new topic, that is your AWS global infrastructure. Done? Thanks, guys. Thanks. See you. Bye. Thank you.